So, it has been a month, almost exactly, since the 24-hour charity stream 12 and the playthrough here of Pokemon Mystery Dungeon Gates to Infinity. I honestly kinda meant to come back a little bit sooner than a month later to do the epilogue, and then I kinda didn't really get around to it, was the case. I ended up doing a whole lot of other stuff around here. But this weekend I was like, you know what, let's finally get around to doing that Gates to Infinity epilogue. And by being a decent bit later, I can also reflect on the results of the Breakathon, which I was not actually able to make it to. Oh yeah, there was DLC that I was like, oh, maybe one day I'd showcase if I'm feeling spicy. Most likely won't be the case here. So with the Breakathon there, after doing our 24-hour Cherry Stream 12, bringing that to my Taekwondo Dojang and the Dojang doing the Breakathon event, I couldn't actually be there, so I couldn't see it in person. I was out of town that weekend for Canada Day. I normally would try to prioritize the Breakathon, considering it was like the first time in 6 years that it had been going on. But there was Canada Day parade going on, and I was gonna have my truck out at the family's lake cabin for the very first time, along with my dad's old truck. So I had never seen these two trucks side by side before. So it was really cool having mine out there for the first time. Got all decorated up for the Canada Day parade. So I was busy doing this, and I couldn't make it to the Breakathon because of that, unfortunately. I would have gladly, would have gladly been in the Breakathon otherwise, but oh well. But I did hear about the Breakathon afterwards. Apparently it sounds like, despite not going on for 6 years, it was a very successful event that people had a lot of fun at. And I asked my Taekwondo instructor out of curiosity how much total the event fundraised, and apparently the answer to that question is all in all about $11,000, which is really cool. I think, from what I remember in the past, from like 6+ years ago, you would usually be somewhere in the range of maybe like 12 to 15k-ish that it would fundraise. So after not doing it for 6 whole years and now doing it for like the first time and a whole new generation of students potentially that are being exposed to this for the first time, that is a pretty cool amount to be hitting there, and I'm sure will make a big difference for Larch here. So that's really awesome. And as another additional note, he was telling me, I think that you fundraised the most out of anyone in the school. Or maybe it was one envelope that had more than you, but it was like 2 siblings that were working together on that one, so it was 2 people. So that totally doesn't count. You were totally the one that fundraised the most. And I was like, oh, okay, cool. So that was fun there. And then it's been a little while since I checked the actual fundraising amount here, since this was like a month ago that this all went on. I can literally check just like the playlist details here. Did I not put it down there on the thingamajig? I guess I didn't put it down on the playlist details. I'm pretty sure it was $500 that I no, it was $550, I'm pretty sure, because I rounded up to that as like my contribution was the case. Well, I guess I have to update the playlist later with that amount. I'm pretty sure that's what it was, if memory serves here. I could be losing my mind. Or was it, I might have been 450 actually, and I might be going crazy. And like getting numbers mixed up here. I should have written it down immediately on the playlist details of this series here. Why the heck did I not do that before? I don't, oops! I did add up the total, and I never added it in like the playlist here. I'm pretty sure it was 450 when I added like the bits and the donations and the subs and like my own contribution. I'm pretty sure that's what it was. I need to pull up the emulator here again. So there's the update on stuff to do with the 24-hour charity stream there. This is definitely the most mid-epilogue of any game ever. Well, I have basically no memories of this epilogue, but I'm here to showcase it just to see what it's about, but mostly as the obligatory update for the results of the 24-hour Cherry Stream 12 and the Breakathon and all that, since this kind of naturally follows that up. So there's the update about that all. Is my controller not working? I was literally testing this right before I started the stream. And now suddenly it's not working. Controls. Yes, it's... Come on. Come on. Come on, controller. Oh, here we go. But yeah, why do they call it Mystery Dungeon when they mystery of in the cold, hot out, eat the dungeon? I ask myself that every day. Oh, my buttons are working. It's just that I have them mapped like a Nintendo controller. I forgot. So like B on the Xbox controller is A on the thing here. I kind of forgot about that. I just realized I cannot watch this. I don't want spoilers. Don't want spoilers for the epilogue of Gates to Infinity. Well, avoid them spoilers then, Redora Master. And how's it going today, Lancer? Is this because, I don't know, they didn't want to make something that could be summed up in the ending cutscene into the ending cutscene, that's kind of it? Well, maybe this will just be a short thing then, but hey, there's my excuse for update into what went on with the 24-hour charity stream 12 and all that, and the result of the first breakathon in 6 years. And now it's time for a little bit of epilogue stuff, and then we'll probably switch over to Donkey Kong Bonanza since that game's out now. It just came out a couple days ago, so I'll continue with that, I guess. Still sometimes see it. At night, the scene still sometimes appears in my dreams. Every time it does, I peek into that pool. Every time, I am reminded that I can't go back. Now that I'm feeling this controller, didn't I play this with the PlayStation controller so I could use the D-pad easier? It's now occurring to me? I don't know. It's just as I suspected. I'll never return there. I'll never again return to the Pokemon world, where everyone is, and Klexos is. Time has moved on since the bitter cold was destroyed, and the peaceful days have continued here in our world. The Pokemon in Post Town and in Paradise are the same as ever. Is this meant to be Klexos talking? Their smiles, their kindness. Nothing seems to have changed. I guess I haven't really changed either. I have a good time with everyone here in Paradise. But every now and then, the vision strikes me, and I remember Harmonia. And when I remember, it sometimes makes me feel sad. The same old scenes. The unchanging flow of time. Today will be another day of peace in Post Town. Every day passes like this, with nothing ever happening. But it is really only now, after the battle with the bitter cold, that I can feel, oh, so this is what peace is. Hydreigon still seems shocked, to be honest. When Harmonia returned to the human world, we were all supposed to have lost all memories that Harmonia was once here with us. Apparently, it's some sort of law, a fundamental truth of nature. But we all went right on remembering Harmonia. No, it really is unbelievable, you know? Your feelings for Harmonia somehow allowed you all to retain your memories, even in defiance of the laws of nature. And yet it doesn't seem to be creating any distortion or upsetting nature's balance. This is really just unbelievably amazing. I still have no idea what you're talking about, Hydreigon. But, well, I know what you mean. Harmonia saved us. Harmonia is truly the rescuer of our entire world. It simply wouldn't do to forget someone to whom we owe so much. Right. We can't go forgetting something like that. Pokemon of Post Town still talk about Harmonia every day. I haven't forgotten how thankful they were. Everyone loved Harmonia. Of course, the same is true for the Pokemon in Paradise, too. And thus, the unchanging days continue on around me. Oh, well, I may have said unchanging, but I suppose there have been some changes. Keldeo and Hydreigon both joined the Enharmonic. What? Keldeo and Hydreigon? You want to be a part of our team? Yeah. I've been thinking a lot about my options since I came here, but, well, Horizon is here. I think making Paradise seems pretty fun, too. And when I brought it up with Hydreigon yesterday... that sounds good. Maybe I should join, too. That's what I thought, anyway. So we decided to come to you together and ask if we could join you. What do you think? Will you let us be part of your team? Wait up. never mind Keldeo, but Hydreigon? Can you even do that? You're the voice of life, right? It's fine. After all, I really like this place. I love Paradise, and I love Post Town. I love this Ignora's cooking. Altogether, I just love everything here. Besides, I think I can stay in this form for a while yet. So I hope you'll let me join you. I wonder what he means when he says he thinks he can stay like that. Shh, don't ask Espeon, just don't ask. It's just a feeling, but I don't think any good will come from asking. And then we'd probably be stuck listening to another of his endless rambles. Well, at any rate, I for one would be very happy to welcome you both to the team. How about the rest of you? Sure, of course we would be happy to have you. I'd more than welcome you. Having the two of you on our team ought to make us stronger anyway. That's probably true enough. So, Klexos, what do you think? What is it, Klexos? Sorry. I was just zoning out. Of course, I'd love to have them both. Great. Then we're all decided. Keldeo, Hydreigon, thanks. As of today, you are both officially part of the team. Welcome, and remember to do your best. Yeah, we will. We won't let you down. Alright, then everybody, let's give it our all again today. Yeah! Gonna adjust my mic a little closer to me here. Advice bulletin. From this point onward, you will not play as Harmonia. Instead, you will take the role of Klexos when you play. Through Klexos' eyes, you'll discover how your story concludes. Okay, so this is what's going on here. Also, I have an ongoing 3D print back there. I was not actually planning on having a 3D print cam during this stream. This just so happened to be what I've been printing like all day today. And I've realized now it is actually kind of really fitting for the Gates to Infinity theme, considering what I'm printing right now is one of these types of dragons. I've been printing a whole bunch of articulated dragons here for Fragapalooza and all that. I have this whole table full of dragons here that are all going to be tournament prizes for this year's Fragapalooza. And I have this one snowflake one where it's like the tail is a snowflake. Whoa, that completely breaks the tracking of my camera. I have like a white and blue thing going on. This is just that, but with the areas that are white and the areas that are blue switched around to see what the other, like, inverse kind of version is like. So I've just had this printing, like, all day today. And I'm realizing now it could be really fitting with Gates to Infinity, what with the whole snowy kind of theme and snowflake and stuff. But it was not planned out at all. This just so happened to be the thing that was printing throughout the course of today. And it's almost done. It's about to wrap up in like a moment here, and then we'll have another one of these dragons that'll be given away at our next gaming event that's going on this channel, Fragapalooza. Someone will be taking that dragon home, one lucky winner. The dragon that finished its last like 5% of its print during Gates to Infinity here. It's currently 8:46 p.m. I've had this print going since like 11:30 today. It's been the case, so it's been going for a little while. Hello, Gates to Infinity, dude. Pokemon Mystery Dungeon, Gates to Infinity. We did it. We found John Gates to Infinity. Yeah, that's technically not anything new. John Gates to Infinity was here during my initial 24-hour charity stream, the main session of Gates to Infinity here. So do I just like do a dungeon and then a thing happens, I guess, or something or other? I guess will happen here. But yeah, I wish one of the mystery dungeons kept to their guns and decided to not revive the main partner, to be honest. That would certainly be a bold move there. Oh, Klexos. Do your best with your requests, And I'll teach that Scraggy a lesson there. How did the ending treat you? I mean, this was a month ago at this point, but... Alrighty. It's been a long time since playing it, so I didn't quite remember how it went. It was a shocker. Yeah, what were all our Pokemon names here? There was V-Wheel, Last of Us, yeah, Blastoise, Squirtle, yep, yeah, Suckundies. I forget who named all of these. Shuckle, Jim. Look, there's Hydreigon. Here, let's go ahead and put these Pokemon in my party, in that case. Keldeo, and then, I don't know, here. Level 34 Emolga there. Emolga's higher level than Verizon. That's surprising. You like this party? Yep. Fake Blastoise. I don't know what you're talking about. That's a real Blastoise if I've ever seen it. Let's part ways with Hydreigon. Let's part ways with the voice of life really quickly. How funny would that be? Help you change your party and sell items. Let's part ways. You wish to part ways with one of your team members? And who will you say goodbye to? Oh, imagine. Would be really funny there. I mean, at least in Sky, they give you a very valid reason for bringing the hero back, and bringing the partner back is a whole-ass plot line a la Chrono Trigger. But yeah, so I mean, yeah, well, yeah. That is true there, where it's like we see a little bit of life without, but I guess just 1 day's worth. What all items do I have? I guess just stuff that was in my final inventory there. Wow, I went through a whole bunch of Reviver Seeds there. I don't know. I don't need most of this stuff. Get this out of here. Hold on to one, I guess. I don't know. Sure. That sounds good to me. These bands, that sounds okay. But yeah. And Super, it's a whole plot line, you mean. Okay, yeah, like that. I gotcha. Yeah, it's quite a longer epilogue with Super that I feel like could have been handled a little bit better, but it is cool how it is like a very dedicated epilogue. But yeah, in Sky it's just kind of like after the credits roll and you get that there. I'm finished Super, so I guess Super does it a little better. Yeah, you really get to see the effects. The effects there and the changed life and stuff like that for a decent while. Hello, Snow Penguin, how's it going? It's a rescue team, it's literally just the wishes of the people brought you back. I wonder if that's what'll happen here, because again, I literally don't remember from this. Mysteriosity rating has appeared. There are 5 levels of Mysteriosity. They range from 1 to 5. The higher the level, the more events will occur. Check the bulletin board. Also, I think I did play this with my PlayStation 5 controller before, because when I first loaded this up, it was set to my PS5 controls, and I had to switch it, and maybe I should go do that. Sure, let's go right away here. So you're going to head off for the job I'm looking for Jolteon? Yes, and I think I'm actually going to switch controllers here, because I do like having the D-pad of the thingamajig here. But I am going to need to go and switch my controls to this really quickly. Like that. There we go. Address gate is now open. Good luck with your job. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I use this for D-pad stuff here. But yeah, just do the left board. It's way quicker. What's the left board again? I don't even remember. Check the bulletin board. Powerful boss. Oh, because you just fight someone immediately. It's 4 floors. Let's showcase our new party members here. Let's go depart and stuff. Watch me fail this. Oh, and then you have Mysteriosity on the bottom screen there. Okay, well, look, it's the first dungeon of the game. Are you ready to go ahead? Yes. Okay, yeah, I don't think I did it. Maybe I did it once as part of a tutorial. I don't remember. Mysterious Distortion appears in this dungeon. Okay, this is different. The weather suddenly changed. Okay. So I guess this Mysteriosity stuff that's going on in the post-game means that stuff can kind of randomly change along the way here or some such? It does from a tutorial, yes. Okay, then I probably did it at one point. Oh. I'm holding the wrong button there. Hey, I don't have to worry about avoiding saying moves and then having them banned. Not like there's gonna be much gameplay this stream, but at least I don't have to worry about my moves randomly getting banned and I don't get to use them anymore. Arrive to the floor where Jolteon is. Oh, I never even assigned my bans. Whatever, it's not important. It is a-okay. But yeah, and with Gates to Infinity here concluded, it does make me wonder, what's the future of Pokemon Mystery Dungeon gonna look like on this channel? Will I eventually play Chocobo Mystery Dungeon as part of my Final Fantasy series now? Maybe I'll do the WiiWare games one day just to try them out. Wonder how long they are. Maybe they'd be fun to do at like a LAN event or something at some point for funsies. Like this one. Another thing that's a bit of a coincidence today is this just so happened to be the shirt I was wearing today. The Extra Life Game Day 2024, aka the 24-hour Cherry Stream 11. Could always potentially play the WiiWare games at some sort of 24-hour event or something like that. I appreciate the bit there, John Wildcat.
You said the word move. Your X attack is banned.
Oh, we can't use my X attack anymore. Good thing this dungeon's cleared, so we're a-okay. But yeah, Dragon Quest Torneko Mystery Dungeon, is that a thing? Oh, Kling Klang is looking for me? Thank you for letting me know. That guy really grinds my gears. You like to escape? Sure. Well, we didn't really showcase anything of Hydreigon or Keldeo. I mean, we already showcased Hydreigon in the main game there anyway, I guess. Klexos successfully completed the request at the Ragged Mountain Western Cave. Thank you for finding Jolteon for me! I'll give you this as a reward. Yes, actually the first mystery dungeon predated Sheeran the Wanderer. Really? I thought Sheeran the Wanderer was the first. Is the way that I'd always thought of it. Receive fresh herb, receive rich soil sent to the deposit box, receive quick seed, receive 20 paradise points. Heck yeah. Yeah, that's news to me. Learn something new every day, I guess. Delicious! The food here really is the best, you know. Oh, you sure can put it away. I'm getting real confused, you know, about what the voice of life really is. Hey, Hydreigon? You're the one who summoned Harmonia to this world, aren't you? From the human world. That's right. I'd love to hear more about that. Oh, good one, Dunsparce. Also, usually I have like my alert box off during cutscenes. During this raid here, I'll switch back to here really quickly and play, because I don't want you to feel like you're ignored after a raid, and it's like, what the heck, the streamer's just reading out the text in the game and didn't even notice that he got raided, so I don't want to be rude here and stuff. I greatly appreciate the raid there, Lapis Jules Live. Hope the streaming went well. What were you just streaming if you don't mind me asking? Was it some mystery dungeon thingamajig as well, or was it something else? Like the WiiWare Pokemon mystery dungeon games. Anyway, cutscene stuff. We're doing the epilogue of this game like a month after playing the main game. I want to hear that too. Fine by me. Let me tell you how it happened. Let's see. It all began when... several hours later. Blah 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 blah. But so, that's basically how it happened. Yeah, brings us up to the main point. Blah 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 blah. How long is he gonna go on like this? He hasn't even got to the part of the story where Harmonia comes in. I should never have asked. Blah 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 blah. I wasn't expecting Hydreigon's dialogue to just be a bunch of blahs. Here you are. Verizon? What do you think? It's a nice view, isn't it? Is it? It's so dark now that I can't really see a thing. But even if it's dark out, the wind feels so good on my face. I'm not scared of this dark. I feel at peace, especially now. I know what you mean. It really does feel peaceful here. Hey, Keldeo? Yeah? What made you think of wanting to join the Enharmonic? I thought you were the type to avoid crowds or being part of a group. That, and I figured you'd want to set off on another journey sooner or later. Yeah. Well, I've been thinking a lot about what I want to do from now on. And, in the end, I decided to stay here. For one thing, you're here. And, I guess it might be because of Klexos. Klexos? Yeah. You remember what happened at the Glacier Palace, Verizon? There at the Glacier Palace, when everyone was fighting against Munna's gang. Yes, I remember that battle. In the end, it was Munna who saved the day. She was the one who saved Klexos and Harmonia. At that time, Munna and her friends were all prepared to disappear together. They had lost all faith in the world. Munna and her friends thought that there was no way the world would get better. Feeling like that, like nothing's ever gonna get better in this world. We're not the only ones who feel like that. We've all probably felt that way. Feeling completely disheartened, feeling that the world is stuck in a dead end. Nearly everyone gets those feelings inside. It's not easy to help someone climb out of that kind of despair. But back then, Klexos turned to Munna in her despair about the future. This is what he said. I know the world may be rotten right now, but if we can make this a world worth living in again, then wouldn't you want to stay here with your friends? A world worth living in? Is such a world even possible? Even if you could save the world now, do you really think such a future could come? It will. I'm going to make it happen. Klexos wasn't done yet. He said that when it comes to making a world worth living in, it might be easier said than done. I'm sure Klexos has had his own times of feeling just like Muna. Times when the world felt like a rotten place to be. But he looked at that and thought, well then, I guess I've got to change it. That's where Klexos' dream of building paradise came from. He stepped up and made a commitment to make a better world. When Klexos says it, you really feel like it could happen. Strange, huh? That's the reason I believe in Klexos and his dream. His words let me see the importance of helping out with that dream of his. Keldeo. Verizon. Klexos is gonna be a great leader someday. Yeah, I know. He's already been a fantastic leader for all of us on the team. In time, I think he's bound to do even greater things. Keldeo, I'm glad you feel the same way. I'm really glad you respect Klexos too. But recently, Klexos has been, well, really quite down about what happened with Harmonia. I know. He's obviously been trying hard to act cheerful around everyone, but the loneliness still manages to peek through somehow. What else could we expect? Harmonia was his best friend in the whole world. Guess we've just gotta wait till time smooths the raw edge of that pain a little. I suppose you're right. I do worry about him, but I guess we just have to stand back and watch over him. By the way, Verizon. Yes? Long yes, I guess, Keldeo. You're best friend in the whole world? That'd be me, right? Nope. What? I'm not? This can't be true. I've always believed we... I'm sorry. I was just teasing. But things like best or second best aren't important when it comes to friends. Our friendship will always be special to me. Really? Of course. I only said he wasn't my best friend because his reaction is so funny. We have a long history together, a lot of deep ties. Our friendship is real, and it won't ever change. That's right. Thanks, Verizon. No, I'm the one to thank you, Keldeo. I'm glad I have you around for the long haul. Let's do our best to build up paradise. Yeah, I'm gonna give it my all. Woohoo! I got to see Verizon smile. Sick flip, dude.